seeing what's going on, seeing what you guys are up to, answering any questions you might have, and all that fun stuff. So, for the most part, I'm just going to be hanging out. I'm going to be rolling some cigars. And if you would like to participate, you can contact me through various different means, which are up on the screen. So I got Skype, Discord, and good old phone number if you'd like to hang out. What's up? What's up, James? How's it going? Nice to see you joining right away. Hey, and the chat is actually working immediately, which is a new one because the way I'm streaming, it's been a it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes with the chat not getting picked up by Restream. So that is good. So that is a plus right off the bat. So thanks for joining me this evening. I'm just going to get all prepped up. I'm all set up here, but for the most part, I need to get some tea going. I need to get some leaf prepped. Oh, crap. And I need to make some cigar glue as well, and that's going to take a little bit to hydrate, so I should probably get moving on that in a minute and just make sure everything is going good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm using Restream. So this allows me, if I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. At this moment, I am not. I am just streaming to YouTube by itself. But when I've been doing game stuff, I have been doing streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So yes, Restream.io lets you send to multiple platforms at the same time. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you send. Well, you can send to more than one channel at the same time too if you use their paid service, but their free service lets you stream simultaneously to, like, I don't know, 30 plus platforms. And the chat that you're seeing on my screen, if you're sending to more than one place, it will actually pick up chat from every single location. So you can watch your chat stream, and it will pick up messages from all platforms. So if I'm doing on Twitch and YouTube and somebody messages on Twitch, it will show up in here as well. So you see the YouTube symbol next to your name because you're writing through YouTube. If somebody sent a Twitch message, the Twitch logo would show up next to their name. So it's pretty cool, and it works out nicely when you are streaming to multiple channels. So I have also an overhead camera set up. So let me hold on. Let me grab my cigar glue, because that would be really helpful if I had that. That is going to be way more useful. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. But yeah, Restream.io, check it out. So let me turn my overhead on here. I have an overhead camera. Bloop. Okay. So let me get some cigar glue going right now, because that's going to take a little while to hydrate. And I don't have a chopstick, so I guess I'll just have to shake it, I guess. So this is just gum Arabic. It's super easy to get. It's actually really cheap on Amazon and very simple to get a hold of. And it works really nicely. Yeah, I'm not streaming to Facebook. I am only streaming on YouTube at the moment for this particular stream. But you can stream to that as well. Family drama, I see. usually have a chopstick to stir this, but I totally forgot, so I don't have one in my office right now. So I just mix it up best I can, shake it up. And I'm flinging water at me. So yeah, this is just gum arabic and distilled water. But it does take a little bit of time to hydrate. So that's going to take a little bit. It'll eventually turn clear. You kind of want to make it relatively thick, and if you need to thin it after it turns clear, then go ahead and do that and add a little bit more water. But you kind of want to make it thick-ish. I don't know the best way to describe the texture of it. Maybe like cream? Yeah, about the thickness of cream. All right, so while that is hydrating, let me get some tea going here. Once I move all my windows around, I got a crap ton of windows up. Hey, what's up, Derek's Pipes? Or Derek. Not a whole lot at the moment. Just going to get some tea going here. I'm waiting for some cigar glue to hydrate up, and I'm going to be just rolling some more scrap cigars because I'm just working through all the scrap that I have. Waiting for the fall harvest over in South Africa to get some Cameroon wrapper. Of course, I don't know when that should be coming. Hopefully sometime in the next couple months, because right there it is summertime over in South Africa, so they will be harvesting soon. I don't know how long the aging process is for Cameroon wrapper. I don't know how long the finishing process is for Cameroon. I don't know if they do it super quick, if they age it for a really long time, if they have to pile it and break it down and pile it and break it down, or if or what's happening is they clear out the previous year's stock before harvest, and then that's what we're getting. We're getting last year's crop or whatever. But anyways, supplier said that they usually get the Cameroon wrapper in our spring. So South Africa's fall. Making lollipop chicken. Oh man. So basically you're making chicken on skewers. Any like special way you make it? Are you grilling it? Are you deep frying it? What are you doing with it? So I'm just making some Shomai. It's what I've been drinking actually on a lot of the streams. It's evening time, so I tend to make a kind of a lighter tea. So this is an aged white tea. So what else is going on? Anybody else out there? I'm open for questions or whatever. So this is starting to hydrate up a little bit. Still not where I want it. It's starting to go a little translucent though, so we're getting there. So the cigar glue goes kind of a translucent. Well, it goes like a clear off yellow, I guess you could say. Kind of like a orangish yellow, just, you know. So I'm just waiting for it to clear up. It's starting to go translucent though, so that's good. About to jar up some Penzance. Oh, nice. Smoking some Mississippi. Oh. Hey Buck, how's the Mississippi River barrel aged? Is it that much different from the regular Mississippi River? Like barrel aged doesn't super appeal to me a lot of the time, so just curious how you like it. And do they add any like additional flavoring to it? Just cuz? Yeah, I haven't touched Penzance for a little while. I should probably do some. I have a lot of it, so I should probably enjoy it while I got it. Yeah, I see some chunks in here, so I'm gonna shake it up again. Oh, so I'm just hydrating some cigar glue. I didn't have any made up, and I was gonna roll some cigars this evening, but then I realized, oh wait a minute, I don't have any cigar glue made up, so it'll take a while to hydrate before I can actually start using it. So right now I'm just gonna enjoy my tea and hang out with you guys. This is one of the scrap cigars I've rolled recently. So I'm just gonna roll some more once that glue's ready to go. Other than that, I'm just hanging out with you guys for now. Which sounds like I don't want to be hanging out with you guys, but I do. I do want to hang out with you guys. It's really good. Not a huge flavor difference though. Maybe a saltier flavor. Interesting. A little bit richer, smokier flavor. Not too big of a difference. You lose the rum pretty early on in the smoke. Interesting. Yeah. I don't think there's much rum flavored things that I've tried. I tend to stay away from flavoring in general, so. It's scrap, so it's not exactly burning the greatest. But I didn't expect it to, so it's alright. This is just all scrap from my long filler cigars that I make for myself. So I actually have quite a lot of scrap to use up at the moment. Flavor's still really good though, because it is the scrap of my usual blend. So it's for the most part, it's probably a lot of Connecticut broadleaf. That's what I use for a binder, and it's like the biggest piece that I use, so that tends to be the most scrap. So it's going to be a lot of Connecticut broadleaf. Anybody else doing anything interesting or fun, or tried any of the new blends that have been coming out? I did see that a federal court smacked down some of the FDA stuff. So that's interesting. And I believe in the budget that they're trying to shove through, that tobacco would be moved to a different agency to deal with. Not sure how that's going to affect us though, so it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But I think it definitely premium cigars are getting pulled out of the FDA stuff, so that is hopefully a good sign, as long as the FDA doesn't continue to fight it, because I think it was a federal level court, so I think it'd just be the Supreme Court after that anyway. So hopefully that continues to stay knocked down. What was that? I can't read it from here. Experiment O Philadelphia. How's it going? But I haven't looked too much into that, about what that might mean. The federal thing, that's nice, but like I said, I don't know about the moving regulatory agencies, moving cigars at least. I'm not sure if it's all tobacco or just cigars or vaping and all that crap. So I haven't looked too much into it. So if anybody happens to know, let me know. I am doing pretty good at the moment. I'm just chilling, enjoying some tea, waiting for some cigar glue to hydrate so I can start rolling up some more of my scrap that I need to work on getting rid of. But yeah, got tons of side projects. I should have done a lot more stuff this weekend, and I was just lazy. Yeah, I was just lazy all weekend, and I should have done a lot more this weekend. But I really did not feel like doing much this weekend. I'm sure plenty of people can relate to that. I have got a cigar or an ashtray almost done. Hopefully that will be. I keep saying I'm going to get it done this week, and it's been like 3 weeks. Hopefully I will actually get it done. And my boiler is very loud. Hopefully I will actually get it done this week. I sent a picture off right before I'm putting on the finish onto it. Just want to make sure that the customer is happy with how it looks. It's just kind of a hard. It's a difficult wood to work with and has a lot. It had lots of flaws internally, so I just want to make sure that he's cool with how the flaws look. It gives it some character. I think it looks really cool, even with the flaws and the problems it has. So I took a little bit of creative license with some of my sanding to give it a bit of a weathered look. Just because there were a lot of pits and holes inside the wood to deal with. So hopefully he will see that soon and get back to me and let me know, yeah, that looks cool, or no, please work on it some more and address the flaws a little. Let me see. Oh, it's back. Hey, it came back. I don't know what was wrong. That was weird. Beard is looking sweet. Thanks. Yeah, I am not sure what happened. Nothing was unplugged. It was still had power, and I could still hear myself in my headphones, which is connected directly to the mic. Yeah, that was weird. Don't know what happened. Might have pulled out. There's a little bit of tension. Let me pull off some of the tension here. All right, well, hopefully that doesn't go out again. That was very strange because I just the power was on. I could hear myself in my headphones, but for some reason it cut out, which makes no sense. I'm looking at the connect straight into the computer. I didn't touch it. So, anywho, let's see. Well, can't hear you. Something wrong with that. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't miss it. Sup? Waiting to see. Oh, you're at the theater waiting to see 1917. Fun. Cool. Yeah, let me know how it is. It should be a good flick. Everybody says it's been a good movie, so I don't even know who directed it though. I didn't even look. Getting better. Starting to clear up. Still going to be a little bit, though. I have arrived. Welcome, Lycans. What? Were you off the off a row on your typing there, buddy? Good. I'm doing good. I see movies at face value. Don't care who plays or directs. Well, yeah, but I like to know because that tends to help gauge and how good the movie's probably going to be. Sonic was surprisingly good. Like, you were actually surprised about it because everybody says it was good. Like, I heard a lot of people already saying it was good, so. Did you not hear those reviews prior to going? Oh, it was Sam Mendes. That's, yeah. 1917 is going to be good. I mean, Sam Mendes is one of my favorite directors. Yeah, everybody's. That's also what I heard, that Jim Carrey was really good in it. How's it going, Paul? Not too bad. Just hanging out with all you guys. Just hanging out, waiting for some cigar glue to finish hydrating, so I could start rolling some scrap. I'm not sure if it's going to be hydrated in time. I'm just smoking one of my scrap cigars that I rolled myself. You can see on the overhead. I rolled it back probably on a live stream a little while ago. So that's why I find on a lot of the live streams I'm talking a lot and putting stuff down, so it's constantly going out. So I don't want to burn through something really nice while I'm on a stream. But I also planned on making cigars, but when I sat down, I realized I didn't have any glue ready to go. So I'm just killing a little bit of time right now before I can start rolling. I'm sure I'll see it after it comes to, streaming or Blu-ray or whatever. I don't go to the movies very often. And the movie theater that we have here is total crap. And the closest good theater is like an hour and a half away. So it's a long day if you just want to go see a 90-minute movie or something. Yeah, you have to drive 3 hours total. I heard there's a mid-credit scene that is epic with Jim Carrey, and it really sets up like another, like a sequel. I don't even know what's come out. Well, that's another thing. I haven't had cable or regular TV in years now. So I like never see trailers. So I have no idea what's at the end. Or it's at the end. I have no idea what's out. Okay, so I might have heard of it. I don't know which one I heard, so I guess it must have been the end credits. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, since I don't have TV and I don't watch regular TV, I pretty much just watch Hulu and Netflix. I never know what has come out or what's coming out. I pretty much find out well after the fact. So I am like way behind on movies. Yeah. I was working down the IMDb top 250 list a while back. I probably need to pick that back up. I have so little time, though, these days. Like, all the projects I'm trying to work on and just work in general, my regular day job, and then this channel, and then the wrestling podcast. I'm so far behind on the wrestling podcast. I need to watch New Japan and get caught up on that because I am super behind. I've already had like some stuff spoiled. I know of a title change that happened at a show, and I haven't watched it yet. I didn't even know the match was happening, let alone that the title change happened. I found out about the match happening at the time I heard that about the title change. So I need to get caught up really bad on New Japan so I can get an update recorded for that. Overall, the podcast has been doing better. The YouTube channel for the podcast, not so much, but that's all right. Trailers can spoil a movie as often. They only put in good parts as highlights. And if the rest of the movie is crap, it's a bummer. Yeah. Definitely can do that. That's kind of another reason, for the most part, I don't bother going to the movies until I kind of wait for the consensus on whether it was a good movie or not before I even bother with it. Like, for the most part, like, if it's on IMDb or something and it's less than a 7, it's very low on the list for me. If it's rated over 7, then it'll make it on the list. There's not a whole, unless it's really esoteric. There's some movies that don't make it that far, but so I'm sure there are esoteric movies that I watch that are under the 7 mark, but they're going to be something that's specifically appealing to me for whatever reason. But I tend to wait because there's a lot of movies and not unlimited time. What's even more annoying sometimes is when they put a scene in the trailer that isn't actually in the movie. That's happened plenty of times. Yeah, me neither. What was the last thing I saw in the theater? I can't even remember. Um, nope, cannot remember. For life, nope. It's been a very, very long time. So, well, I cannot remember on what the last thing I saw in the theater was. Have I seen Eraserhead? I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I have not. Oh, it's David Lynch's early stuff. No, I definitely have not seen it. Budget $10,000. That's not too bad. 1977. Last time I saw it was a Rocky movie. I'm guessing it being David Lynch, it's a very strange movie. Eraserhead, that is. And if it was horror, that'd probably be down my list of reasons why I didn't bother. Very extremely. Horror, for the most part, gets kind of sequestered down to the bottom of the list automatically if there's more stuff on my list. But being David Lynch, I'm sure it's kind of wacky and not your typical horror. I'm curious how the new Dune is going to play. Because I did not like David Lynch's version of Dune. When's the new Dune movie come out? Oh, it comes out at the end of the year. How long's the runtime does it have? The problem, the problem with Dune is I don't know how they're going to be able to tell it. So, okay. So, the new one is the first of a planned 2-part adaptation. So, that's a plus. So, if it's going to be 2 3+ hour movies for Dune, then I think we'll be okay. That was one of the huge problems with the David Lynch version. It was just, the book is just so long, and he cut out so much stuff from the book. It was just kind of a disjointed mess. Like, I hope that was one thing I hope that Sci-Fi did, was continued the series. So we'll see if as long as the new Dune does good, both of them. I hope they continue the series because that would be really cool. I love them to make it past Children of Dune for a change. Because the sci-fi miniseries was good, and then Children of Dune on Sci-Fi was good, but then they stopped, and I was kind of bummed about that. So hopefully we get a better go this time. In the movie realm, at least. That was all. That was like my same concern about Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones, as everybody knows it at this point. When I was reading them, I'm like, oh, this would be such an awesome movie, but the problem would be, it would need to be like a bazillion movies long, and that wouldn't work. So it has to be like done on HBO, and then it's like, well, Dune. That might work, but again, you're gonna have to have very long movies, because at least the first book is pretty long. Actually, it's not that long, surprisingly. I thought I had a pretty thick version. This one says 412 pages. I'm pretty sure I had like a 600-page version of it. That could be like the large hardcover that was 412. But it's a dense book, so that's why when David Lynch did it in like a 2-hour movie, it was really not good. Yeah. So I have hopes, but we will see. Hopefully they don't drop the ball like the last season of Game of Thrones. That was disappointing. Now I'm just waiting for the books. So what else is going on out there? Lycans is still playing some Dragon Ball. I guess you are a fan of the Dragon Ball series then? Oh, this one I haven't thought about. Myst. Myst series. Actually, I want the book series, not the games. Well, I'll have some snuff already. There's a million versions of Myst. Yeah, so there's actually a trilogy. There's a book trilogy that was released that covers a lot of the history and backstory and stuff, and then follows Atreus from when he's a kid until when he gets older. And then actually follows his mom earlier than that, or his grandma, actually. 1:50 a.m. Oh, he must be across the pond then. Let me see if I can. Somebody was planning on making the books into a series, but for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a really cool series. I really wished whoever was gonna do it ended up doing it. They thought about doing it on Sci-Fi, but that didn't happen. Yeah, so the Book of Atris follows the main character of, well, one of the main characters from the first Myst book. It follows him from when he grows up as a baby and then being brought to Dini for the first time by Gen, and then locking his dad away in Riven. And then the Book of Tatiana was before that and followed his grandmother, who everybody knows as Anna. And then the Book of Dini jumps forward again with Atris and him. He found a book, he was going through books searching for Dini survivors, and eventually found like this rebuilt civilization, but he realized that it was like inhabited by like invisible slaves, I guess you could say. It was really cool. They were also thinking about making a fourth book at one point, but never happened. Actually, two more books, I guess. Book 4 and 5. What's up, Slightly Burnt Toast? How's it going? Talking about the movie that never was of Myst, based on the games. Well, actually, based on the books from the games. Which I really wish they did. Yeah, you're in the UK. Say goodnight. Cool. Yeah. I try to do this on Sunday nights, but obviously it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning when I start for you. Until we go to daylight savings time, and then it will be midnight for you. I guess, right? Wait, no, we're on. Yeah, we'll be bump ahead an hour, so you'll be a little shorter. Or if, they would just move where I live into the Atlantic time zone, because that would make way more sense. Daylight savings? No. I'm saying he's in the UK. So, and if I start at 8 o'clock Eastern, it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning there. So when we do bump forward, then it'll be midnight there, wherever he is. Have I seen the Street Fighter movie? No, I heard it was total crap, though. What's up, Don? How's it going? Isn't Street Fighter like one of the worst movies like ever made? That and Super Mario Brothers. It's goofy, but it's good. I'll take your word for it on that one. gets a whopping 3.9 on IMDb. Yeah, I'm not touching that. That seems like a total waste of my time. It's like The Room. I don't want to bother myself with it. I thought all of the UK was 5 hours ahead. No, 6 hours. 6 hours ahead in winter for us. I thought it was a 6 hour time difference. Or no, Eastern is -5. So, okay, yeah. I say we just get rid of time zones and just stick to a universal time all around the planet. Is exactly the same time all the time. And then we don't have to deal with this crap of doing the calculations. It's pretty well. It's still not great. It's still not the hydration I want it. So I probably will not be rolling any tonight. I should have prepped that earlier. China had that for a while, I think. I mean, it'd be great if everybody could get on board with that. And we don't have to deal with all this time zone crap because it's a pain in the butt. Especially in today's world where we're all so interconnected and it's easy to talk to somebody on the other side of the planet at a moment's notice if you need to. So it's kind of dumb at this point. Should probably get rid of it. And what idiot decided to break up the day into like 24-hour pieces? Like why did it get broken up into 24? And then why is that broken up into 60? And why is that broken up into 60? And then why is that broken up into 100? That makes no sense. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. And lichens, I have no idea what you're talking about either. And it looks like Restream decided to stop picking up my chats. He'll probably catch up in a minute. Oh, I did have a few drop frames, so that's probably what threw it off. Oh yeah, that didn't drop too bad. I wish I had a more stable upstream uplink though. That would be, nice. Yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z talk. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. I have not had that problem, so I couldn't tell you. Or that I know of. Is it normal? Probably not. Like statistically, probably not. Yeah, I've been married since I was like 20. Well, I've been with my wife since I was like 23. So, it's been a very long time. All that stuff seems to, yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of. Too old. I am too old now. See, I'm old enough that VCR could be my kid. Yeah, so he is young enough that he could be my kid. Yeah, there are none of those running around, thank God. And let me see if I can refresh this so maybe it will actually catch up. Chat. I refresh this stupid thing. Smoking a huge cigar in the school parking lot in my 57 Bel Air. I wish I had a 57 Bel Air. That'd be sweet. Like pre-muscle car, I could go with pre-muscle cars as well. But for the most part, I like late 60s, early 70s muscle. Seems to be the years that I like the most. Except I would like a 1950 half-ton pickup. It's definitely on my list of cars that I'd like. And for whatever reason, Restream is not picking up the chat, which is really annoying. Yeah, that's a very strange topic. It's a little off topic for here, I think. Chat. Do I have a second chat? I thought I had a second chat in here. I guess I don't. Check the other one. Oh, don't have it there either. Hey, look at that. Started picking it up again. That's good. We go for tea, tobacco, and various media. Nope, have not. Sorry. All right, let's. Since I was talking about a cigar. Yes. Budget. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit. So, under the legislation, should Shinsuke go back to New Japan? Should he? Yes. Is he going to? He's not going to because he's making a ton of money now. From what I hear, him and his wife and kid like being in Florida. And he's making a ton of money, not getting nearly as beat up as he would be if he was in New Japan. So, no, he's not going to go. Should he? Probably. All right, so we have a couple things cigar wise. Have I ever played Yakuza? No, I have not. So, DC judge strikes down warning labels for premium cigars. So, that happened a couple weeks ago. That the FDA wanted to place the oversized warning labels on the cigar packages. And a judge based in DC struck down the agency's plan because it violated deem the agency for the proceedings. Blah, 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 blah. They're almost never used by youth. Higher income, better educated, da 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 da. Warning label scheme has been challenged by two separate lawsuits: Cigar Association of America and En Fuego Tobacco Shop, filed in Texas. 2 years ago, the lawsuit was transferred to DC, and Judge Mehta could decide both cases today. Deemed that the requirements were illegal, and decided that the rules were null and void. The issue is sent back to the FDA to define. Oh, so we don't know. And the FDA may appeal. So we'll see how that goes. And then in the budget, just the U.S. budget in general, it would create a new tobacco regulation agency and pull all tobacco out of the FDA. And create a new agency within the HHS on tobacco regulations. So I'm not sure if it will actually mean anything useful for us, or it could be a really bad thing. It could be a better thing. I don't know. So we will see. I don't know what that's going to do, but we've been in limbo for a few years now, and it's getting really annoying. Yeah, is Yakuza on Steam? I'll have to check it out. because I am only playing PC these days. Which I do need to upgrade my PC at some point. There's a live stream and we talked about Alzheimer's. Could there be a brain replica? You mean somebody could copy your brain and stick it in you? Not at the moment. It's probably easier to cure the Alzheimer's than do what you're suggesting. Hey, what's up, Colvin? Doing good. It is actually pretty nice here today. It was like 48 degrees. A lot of the snow melted. It was pretty comfortable outside, though I did not really spend any time outside. I should have, but I didn't. Spent most of my day inside, picking up the house a little bit, working on the computer. What style game is Yakuza? Action, story-rich, beat 'em up. So is it like Double Dragon type of gameplay? Because that would be cool. I would love like a Super Double Dragon type of beat 'em up. That'd be fun. What about What about benching 370? I have no idea where that came from. Is that something down your alley? What? The Yakuza? Yeah, if it's like if it's like a Double Dragon I'm trying to find some gameplay here to see what it actually looks like. What the style. Yeah, let me find some gameplay because like the trailers on Steam are not good. And yeah, I heard that there was New Japan characters in one of them. Yeah, I mean, I definitely check it out. Definitely sounds like something that I'd be interested in. Like, is it more Double Dragon than GTA? I don't really play horror games. They just don't interest me. Like for the like platformers are really like high up on me, especially like side-scrolling platformers. They're definitely like among my favorite, and like side-scrolling in general. Yeah, more Double Dragon. Then yes, that would probably be much higher on my list. But as far as like horror games, no, I don't really play many of those. A lot of like story heavy games, and there are some story heavy games that I like. Divinity Original Sin. I like those games. Those games are fun, but they're like D&D based. And obviously have pretty heavy story in them, or a lot of story in them, and you have to find, where you're going and all that fun stuff. But as far as like horror games, not so much. I tend not to. I play kind of slower paced games as somewhat as well. As far as like 3D games, I don't play a ton of like first person. I don't play like any first person shooters for the most part. I play games like Morrowind, well, the Elder Scrolls stuff. I just don't have a ton of time these days. I'd like to have more time though. What was I checking out? Oh, game play. So I'm checking out some Yakuza gameplay on YouTube. Is Yakuza like open world or is it relatively linear? And hopefully I can map it correctly to my controller. Because I believe that the letters are switched on my controller versus the Xbox controller. That is usually used for PC. Open world, but the world isn't gigantic. And it's easy to find where you're supposed to be going. Like, is navigation to where you're supposed to go next relatively I don't know, straightforward or easy to figure out? Let's see, Xbox controller. Navigation's pretty straightforward, yeah. Let's see, Xbox controller. Yeah, so it's really annoying with the controller I have because the A and B are switched and the X and Y are switched from the Xbox controller, because the controller I use is an SNES clone, which they have A on the right and B on the left, and then X on the right and Y on the left on the second row. So everything's always backwards when I'm playing like a video game where it says press B when I need to be pressing A. So that's a little bit annoying to read sometimes. Because mostly I do not like the Xbox controller versus the controller that I use. Why does it crash your computer in 40 minutes? Are you overclocking it horribly so like it just makes it unstable? It's like Shenmue, but more modernized. Plays nicely for 40 minutes and then boom, game crashes. That is a bummer. I would say you probably have a memory leak somewhere. Overclocking can't. I would try it. I'd turn the. I would set everything back to factory and see if it still crashes the game, because the overclocking could cause your system to become unstable. And there just might be something in the game. It tries to snag a piece of either your RAM, and just the timing's off, so it crashes. Memory leak. A memory leak is usually defined as there's something that keeps going into RAM and not unloading out of RAM. So eventually your RAM just gets full and your computer just like freaks out because it's trying to allocate RAM for stuff, but it can't. So there might be a memory leak because of and it could be because of your overclocking. So I'd reset to factory specs, stock specs, to see if the crashing continues, and then you'll know that your overclocking is making your system unstable. So yes, that is a possibility. But yeah, give that a shot and we'll see. Somebody else asked me something. Top 5 tobaccos for the rest of your life if you could pick. If I had unlimited money and could get it, Esoterica Penzance, Samuel Gawith, Full Virginia Flake, probably Pirate Cake, Lancer Slices, and unfortunately it's discontinued, Suge Raijen. When are we going to get a 10-part playthrough of Tekken 7? Probably never, because I do not like fighting games. Like one-on-one fighting games. Not a fan. Never a fan of like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and all that stuff. Mostly because I'm too slow to play those games. Just feels repetitive too. So like, yes, I did play Mortal Kombat way back in the day when like the first Mortal Kombat when it came out, but yeah, never huge fan of it. And we all saw how great my streams were for Doki Doki Literature Club. So let's not go down the road of playing games that I'm not going to enjoy. Oh, funny. So I did find a glitch with Restream.io that if you end the stream using YouTube's control panel versus killing it on OBS, which then kills the stream via Restream, which then kills the stream. So if you hit the end stream on YouTube before Restream.io ends, then it deletes your video on YouTube, which is really annoying. Luckily, the last time I was doing it, I was streaming to Twitch as well, so I just downloaded the copy off of Twitch and uploaded it to YouTube. But that happened to the stream I did with my wife, so I actually had to contact YouTube tech support, and they restored it, so that was cool. They're like, it says you deleted this. I'm like, well, I did not touch it because I just ended the stream and got up to get some water, and I came back because I was going to add end screens and whatnot, and it was gone. They're like, well, it says you deleted it. I'm like, yeah, I didn't. They're like, oh, okay. We can restore that for you if you need. I'm like, oh, that would be great. Does this mean no Spartan Assault then? No, I'll do Spartan Assault. Definitely gonna do Spartan Assault because that's like a top-down. Isn't it like a top-down shooter? I can totally do that. That sounds fun. Yeah, those are my type of games. Yeah, I'll totally play that. Let's play it before. Okay, so Spartan Assault first and then Spartan Strike. Got it. How long's the game? Like, are we talking like to get through the whole thing would it take like 3 hours or like 20 hours? Like, how long are we talking here? Also, is it controller compatible or is it keyboard and mouse? Just curious. Or I guess which one's easier to play it that way? Maybe 3 or 4 hours. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm watching a little bit of the gameplay. Yeah, that's totally like up my alley. That looks fun, actually. You need to sticks? We're saying you need the number 2 sticks. Like, is it easier to play with a controller or with a mouse and keyboard? Or is it required to have a controller? Oh, it's the Pro, so it does have the sticks. So I do have, and it does have the second. It has both L and R 1 and 2, so it does have the additional trigger buttons or shoulder buttons. Yeah, this is such a cool controller because it's basically an SNES controller, but the obviously has the analog sticks, which obviously it doesn't have, and it has 2 shoulder buttons instead of just one. But the buttons, A, B, X, Y, they feel exactly like an SNES. The throw is super short, which is why I use this one. Like the Xbox controller, the throw of the when you push the A, you push the regular face buttons, the throw is just so long on the Xbox controller. That's why I like this one instead. It's an excellent controller. Very fond of this controller. What mic and arm? I don't know. It's just some generic one I got off of Amazon. I think I probably paid 15-20 bucks for it. I'll give me a second. I'll shoot you a link. But whoops, that was not what I meant to do. But yeah, it wasn't that expensive. It was pretty cheap. I almost bought that one. I have. You almost bought that one. What? You got an arm like this? Like what? I guess what are you using now? Or are you asking because you need one, or are you asking because you're just curious? Move my light here. I can't see. But I mean, this one is compatible with like a zillion different microphones. It comes with a bunch of different screw bases. Oh crap, I just had some drop frames. Well, hopefully the audio is fine. I don't know why I keep getting these drop frames. That was really annoying. Come on. Reinitialize for me here. Come on. You can do it. It's thinking about it. Oh, yep, nope, yep, nope, yep, nope. Am I back here? It says the stream's okay, but probably lagging a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had a more stable upstream. Provider said that we should be getting... What the hell? It says I'm running at like 6,000 kilobits right now. There's no way it should be lagging. That's pretty bad. All right, let me kill this window so at least I get rid of that. Okay. Has it caught up? Am I good now? Error, not receiving enough to maintain video. That's strange. Come on, smooth out. Gotta smooth. Now it says I'm up to like 9,000 kilobits a second, and now it says I'm 0. Come on. You can make it. Oh, super unstable. I'm up to 10,000 kilobits upstream. What the heck? I don't have anything big downloading. I don't think anybody else on my network is downloading anything. Oh, crap. I'm VPN'd through London. No wonder. I restarted my I restarted my computer and the VPN connected to London. Usually I kill the VPN before I do a live stream, but I restarted my computer right before I went live. Whoops. Oh well. Hopefully I'm all right. Oh, I'm green now, so I think I'm all right, hopefully. Frame rate seems odd. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably going to be chunky now. I don't know what happened. Something glitched. I wasn't planning on streaming too much longer this evening. Hoping to wrap it up. Let me see myself. Looks fine on my end, but of course then when it comes through it looks chunky. So it's trying to figure out something. Something's wrong with the stream. So luckily I'm not doing anything with the frame rate really matters as long as you can hear me. That's the biggest thing. But yeah, it's probably gonna be chunky now because I don't know what's wrong. check my task manager, see if something's blowing up my PC here. Nothing looks too bad. My GPU is fine. Yeah, my GPU is only using about a gig of memory and is only using 23% of... It's not even that. It's 23% on video encoding. So video should be fine. So something else. Whoa. Ethernet's all over the place here. Network adapter is going crazy. It's going up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't know. Hopefully it figures itself out soon. I don't see anything that's taking up really anything. It's kind of the VPN that might be killing everything. Because nothing else is taking up anything. It's chunky. Well, bummer. Not much I can do about that. What was I doing? Oh. Getting short link. Copy. I'm fine now? Cool. Oops. That's the arm I have. It's like $25. Gets the job done. I actually put some, so I have it so I can swivel it. It usually comes down with a lockdown, and it's really, really chunky. So I just used a little bit of oil. Actually, I used petroleum. I used Vaseline. I just used Vaseline inside the receiver for the arm, so I can swing it around, so I can pivot it there, and it works out a lot better. It was really crunchy and grinding when I first got it, and then I just, like I said, throw a little petroleum jelly on there, and worked out just fine. This is actually Aquaphor, if anybody cares. This is Aquaphor brand. But that is what I did. And that's the arm I got. Like I said, it was only $25. I didn't need anything super special. I would like a quieter room, though. It'd be nice if I could somehow make a quieter booth, because there's so much echo that comes through on this mic. I don't know. I don't know if maybe upgrading my mic might make it a little better. To something else, something more directional. Because the Yeti picks up a lot. So, I mean, it's fine if I'm doing this, because I'm moving out of the way and I'm sitting back and whatnot. So it's great for this type of stuff. But like if I was recording a podcast or something like that, or just recording voice audio without having to do the video, so I'd actually be speaking into the piece, then a better microphone might be a little bit better. Word of the day is chunky. Did I say chunky? I think you said chunky. Or did I say that the video might be chunky? I don't know. I do need to upgrade my PC at some point, though. Like, it's fine right now, because I'm not like streaming any. I'm not playing a game, but I definitely need to upgrade my graphics card at the very least. That's got to happen soon. Yeah, that's definitely got to happen soon. But I don't exactly have the money to upgrade my card. Hopefully it stands up for Ori, but we'll see. Dampening pads. Yeah, well, that's... Thing is, it's a big room, too. So it's got a lot of surface area. So, like, if I... And just how I have this set up, because I have basically everything lined against the walls. So I have open space in the room. Like, if I turned this around and had the wall immediately behind me, like I could touch the wall if I just laid back or whatever, then I could just put some right there, and it'd probably help for the most part. But just how I have the room set up, because I do filming in here and all that stuff, it suffers as far as this audio goes. So I don't know what the best course of action would be. Yeah. I said the video and the arm are chunky. Okay. I don't think... Oh, yeah. I know what you're referencing now. Yeah, but like without having to spend a fortune on dampening foam, dampening pads to try to kill the bounce back, to kill the sound bouncing around the room. I do have a little area rug that definitely helped. That definitely reduced a lot of it. But obviously there's still a lot you can hear. And yeah. And probably a few other little things like, I don't know, maybe moving the computer into the closet to keep it quieter. But yeah, it's like the problem is I just do so much stuff in this room. Like if I only did audio and I only did this video here, like streaming type video, and I didn't film like my tobacco reviews and whatnot, then it would be fine. Then I could put this up against a wall and put some foam behind me and we'd probably be good. It's just trying to keep the room functional for all the stuff I do. Yeah. Maybe I can find a better layout at some point. There's just so much crap in here. Try to jam as much crap. This is like my room. This is like my man cave, if you will. So everything I have has to be able to fit in here so the wife doesn't get annoyed. Use your cat. He's fluffy. Yeah. Yeah, but he's also loud and annoying. So then he'd just be meowing into the mic the whole time. Because he'd be like, feed me. You haven't fed me in 15 minutes. We got some hot water going here. James, did you leave us? I think James might have left. Kind of dwindling on the people here. Let's see. Don't know what else is going on. I'm kind of running out of things to yak about. And it's a little late to get into some cigar rolling at this point. It's probably gonna I'll probably wrap this up at 10. Nice solid 2 hours, I guess. He could be the co-host. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants him meowing into the mic to be a co-host. Somebody posted something at me. Somebody is trying to friend me, and I do not know who you are, so ignore. Looks like a wannabe cam girl or something. That I also don't think you would have much to contribute to the conversation. Oh, it's Sunday. Everybody's got to go back to work tomorrow. I just keep spreading myself so thin on all my projects. And I get overwhelmed and don't want to do any of them. Likens, you looking forward to Omega Pack Iron Man? Well, 30-minute Iron Man. What's up, everybody? It seems to be a little bit of a flow in of people. If anything's going on, let me know. Just been hanging out, drinking some tea. I pretty much finished up the cigar I was working on. Just talking about random crap at this point. Omega Pack is going to be fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be pretty sweet. Wonder how they're going to do it, if they're going to use that as the commercial no commercial break match. They're going to start off the show. They're probably going to have to end the show with it, because I don't think much is going to be able to follow it afterwards. Then Revolution is on Saturday. That's kind of rough having Omega have a Iron Man match on Wednesday and then defend the titles on Saturday. Do you think Omega will. Well, do you think that the Iron Man match will end with some sort of schmoz from Hangman? Is Hangman going to cause a problem with that match? Or is something going to happen in that match that then causes Omega and Hangman to lose the titles at Revolution? Because it's kind of weird if they pull. So it's going to be weird because if the Bucks win, they're a babyface team. SCU is a babyface team. Omega Hangman's a babyface team. So how they have not like gone heel face like most do. So it should be interesting. You don't like how they're making Hangman an alcoholic? That's funny. I think so far they've been okay with it. I don't think it's been like a huge issue. Just how they've done it. Yeah. So far, I don't think it's become an issue. If they head down like Scott Hall type of storyline, then we could have an issue. But I think at this point, he just likes to have a beer in his hand. And so far, it hasn't like affected him as far as like matches go or anything else for that matter. I don't know. We'll see. Everything could change in, by this time next week. So yeah, I don't think they're going to go down that route. And one thing that reason why I haven't really had an issue with this storyline so far is because they're not playing off a real life situation with him versus what they were doing with Scott Hall way back in the day, where he really did have a problem. So I don't know why they would bring something like that into storyline. Whereas here, he's just playing a character versus having a real life issue. So I think it's it's more tastefully done this way when he's doing it as an act. Right. So I think we're okay with how they're doing it. Did I hear about the fan that showed up at Arn's house? No. When did this happen? Like recently, or are we talking about a long time ago? Like a week ago? No, what happened? I didn't even hear about that. I don't know. I mean, I listen to The Observer like every day, so I don't know how I would have missed it unless the Observer didn't even say anything. Showed up at his house with a belt for Arn to, and he should have told him to F off. Like, I don't know why he would even do that. You should have told him to hit the bricks. Because that's just not cool. He shouldn't have given in. He should have told him to get lost. That's not right. Yeah, that should not happen. Just send me the link. Cool. Yeah, no, that totally should not happen. That's yeah, that's not cool. Are you gonna get the pay-per-view on Saturday? Orange should have given him a spine buster. I'm loving the comments on here. That's funny. For the most people, for the most part, everybody's telling them that's stupid. The comments are pretty funny. Total disrespect. No, yeah, no kidding. That is ridiculous. Yeah, people should not do that, and he should have told him to bugger off. There's no, yeah, there's no good reason to actually do that, or even entertain it. I tell him to shove it. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna call it an evening. For those who are on Discord, I'll still be on Discord for a while I'm finishing up my tea, picking up my room a little bit. Not sure when I'll see you guys next. Maybe tomorrow evening. Do I want to continue Darkest Dungeon, or will I pick up Halo? I don't know. We'll see. I guess you guys will find out tomorrow. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're coming in late, be sure to rewatch the video on demand. That would be cool. And I'll see you next time on Tea and Tobacco. See you later, guys.